Hi guys, it's me, Annie, and we're here to talk about P.S. I Still Love You. This video is gonna spoil you from the first book, so if you haven't read that book and you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this video, go check the book first. And we're gonna talk about the second book on the series. It's a trilogy. I really like the first one. It's a great book like to just read in one afternoon because it's really easy and simple, and it's kind of like those teenage love stories, which is really, light reading, and I liked it. Like, it's not my cup of tea, but I liked it. But the second book, I DNFed because I couldn't read past the third or fourth chapter. I just, no. And I'm here to tell you why. I got this book to read during the readathon, and I was really excited to keep reading on this story because I liked the first book. It's something that I don't read very often, so it's kind of good for me to get into, different books. It's good for you. Get out of your comfort zone sometimes, Just read a book that you would normally not get, and you're gonna be surprised. But this one I wasn't. And I got it, full of expectations because I liked the first one, and I hoped it was gonna be really good and eye-opening and, like teenage girl power and this kind of things, and it wasn't at all. In the end of the first book, she breaks up with her boyfriend because there had been a misunderstanding. They were both in a hot tub, and somebody recorded a video that it looked like they were having sex. And then everybody started talking about it at school, and she didn't like it, so she broke up with him because she thought it was him who had spread the story that they had sex. And the truth is that he didn't spread the story, but he wasn't saying, he wasn't denying it, so he was kind of a jerk about it. So she break up with him, and that's it. And at the start of the book, she's kind of like crying because she's alone and she doesn't want to be alone because she needs a boyfriend. And yeah, of course, everything a girl needs is a boy, right? No. But okay, she decides to go there and get her boyfriend back and leave this all behind. But when she goes back to school, the story is still news, and everybody starts talking about it again, and they become a meme. So there are photos of them everywhere in the hot tub, in all lockers, in all computers, and everywhere. And she starts to being, the victim. And she just cries all the time, and it's like, oh my god, poor me. Everybody's talking about me like I'm a whore, and this and this and that. And I just couldn't stand it. Because, I hate this kind of things. I hate when there is a problem, and instead of letting go, the person only makes the problem worse because the person cries about it and doesn't stop talking about it, and she can't let go of the problem, and that's something I just can't stand. I think that teenage books are supposed to help teenagers get over things, because being a teen is hard. And it's a phase that you are completely hormonal, and you are creating a lot of problems in your head, and it's something hard to go by. So teenage books they must help you build confidence. And this book didn't help. I don't know, I didn't read past that because I just felt like, you can't do that to yourself. If this kind of situation is real in your life, and people are calling you a whore, and people are calling you this and that, you should just let them do it. Know the truth inside of you. You're not a whore. You didn't do anything. You know what you did. And if you did or did not do it, it's not their problem, it's your problem. So seeing a teenager like Lara, who is kind of like a role model for other teenagers because she is a character on a book, whining about that, and not being able to let go of that, and not being able to be a bigger person and build her confidence up because of a boy, and crying because of that. I don't think it's a good example. I just couldn't, I couldn't read. That was the last drop for me. you know, because if it were me, you know, thinking about me, I had many problems with this kind of situation when I was a teenager. You know, people would call me whore because I had many of male friends. You know, they were my friends. They would go to my house and we would play video games, and I didn't have any girlfriend, you know. Like 0 girls would visit me, only boys. And then people in the neighborhood, and I'm not talking only about the teenagers, I'm talking about adults, you know, mothers. They would say that the boys were around me because they wanted to have sex with me, and I was a whore. And you know what I would just do? I would say, you know, fuck them. If they want to say that, if they think that about me, is their problems. I know that I'm not a whore. You know, I know that the boys are not here because of that. I know that we are friends. I know that we are here to play video games and this and this and that. And my parents know that. My parents know me. And they know that I would never do such a thing. So their opinion didn't affect me at all. You know, I had the confidence to stand up to them and say, if you want to think that, it's your problem. I could have cried and I could have, you know, ended my friendship with them and started going out with girls my age. But that would not make me happy. That would make me even more depressed, and God knows what I would do. You know, it doesn't matter what other people think of you. You cannot feel sorry for yourself because other people's opinion. You need to know what you really are and know your reality and know that you wouldn't do that. And it doesn't matter what other people say. If you know that, you are never gonna feel bad because of what they say. You're just not gonna listen to them. Guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of this situation. And please, if you have finished the book, tell me that it gets better. Tell me that she learns how to deal with that, because that's really important for girls and boys that read this kind of book and get inspired by them and have this character as a role model, because you need to have good role models in your life. So I really hope you guys have liked this video and have related to that, and I want to know your stories about that, and I want to know your stories and your opinions, so please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I love you guys. Thank you very much for watching until the end. Mwah. See you on the next video.